Wow. I'm shocked. Eagles fired head coach Chip Kelly. Um, wow. It took me a little while to make this because, like, I was just fucking blown away from this because I understand everyone wanted him fired. And I did at a point in time say, you know what, maybe we get rid of him, restart the regime, we get new people in here, we see what we can do. Um, but I know Jeffrey Lurie, and I know we're a sorry franchise. I know we're not like, I know we don't do things like this, but Jeffrey Lurie was never known for this. This is Cleveland Brown type stuff. You fire somebody before the season's even over, even that it is over. You understand what I'm saying? Lurie has always given people more time than needed. You got Ray Rhodes. They had Ray Rhodes at 5-11. We got my bad. He was 6-10. We brought him back. Then he went 5-11. It was something like that, and we brought him back. Andy Reid, he should have left 2 years earlier. But Jeffrey Lurie was always a patient man, and he never got rid of anybody like that. He gave everybody time, like you need to do to be a good organization and have a good head coach. They did everything. He never. That's why I'm so shocked, because it's not just because it's Kelly, but he's never did anything like this since he's been the owner, and he's never been known for shit like this. He always gave people time. That's why going into next year, I was like, you know what, we have him for one more year, Chip Kelly. If he doesn't make the playoffs, he's fired. And I thought in my head, like, you know what, one more year, okay, fine. Or in the off season, and usually when things like this happen, there's a couple rumors that come out before it hits the surface. Like there's rumors Chip Kelly gets fired, and then you hear it. You're prepared for it. I'm listening to the radio all day, and you heard, who was it, Mike Missinelli, who I can't stand, but whatever. Him, I listened to 94.1, and everyone said on there they would fire Chip Kelly, but Chip Kelly would not. Chip Kelly, he won't go. We know Jeffrey Lurie. Jeffrey Lurie does not get rid of people like that. We know he doesn't have the balls. This is literally what they said. We know he doesn't have the balls, and we know he's going to keep them because that's how Jeffrey Lurie operates. We're gonna accept the fact that he'll be here next year, and we're gonna go on and get ourselves a quarterback or do what we got to do. All day to talk about that. All day, people said, we know Chip's going to be back 1 year. Okay, we're fine with it. He's not going to get fired. We understand. We're fine with it. We understand. We're fine with it. We understand. We're fine with it. And then it hits. I expected it too. Okay, one more. He's back next year. Fine. We'll see what we can do. Fix the team. If he can't do it next year, then he's fired, and it's a guarantee fire. I'm sitting there on my phone. My buddy's in my room right now. I had to come there and make this video. I'm on my phone looking something up, and I get a quote that says, "Eagles release Chip Kelly," and I said, "What the hell?" And I looked at it like, "What the hell?" Like, I thought it said they released a press conference with Chip Kelly. But then I read it one more time and I said, oh my God. I looked at my boy and said, yo, I just got some Eagles news. He goes, what? I said, Eagles just fired Chip Kelly. He goes, what the fuck, dog? You serious? And I showed him. Like, we couldn't believe it. So Chip Kelly's gone. It's time to get the head coaching search going, and I think you should hit up Adam Gase, offensive coordinator. First of all, I got to do a lot more research, but there's one person that I want, but I don't. Everyone said we should bring in Bill Coward. I can't remember his name. He used to be the Steelers head coach back in the day. Dude, he's been out of retirement. He's on television now. He's old as hell. Why do you want someone old to come in here and try to do what they're doing? I mean, come on. You want people to come out of retirement and coach and do this, do that? If you're going to bring anyone out of retirement to coach, I want John Gruden. That's who the hell I want. But Bill Cowher and all these other guys, man, they're not coaching more because they can't coach. They're done. You bring in someone who doesn't have a fresh mind for the new game of football, you're going to fail. You need someone with a brand new mind who at least has NFL experience. I would like to find someone out there who's like a Bruce Arians. You know what I mean? Like a guy who's been an offensive coordinator for years and he comes in, or a defensive coordinator. I told you, Sean McDermott, the Panthers defensive coordinator, the guy who used to be the assistant head coach in Philly back in 2002, so he knows Philly. He coached for Philly. He knows who the fans are. He was underneath Andy Reid. He goes to the Panthers. They've been a top 5 defense ever since he's been the coordinator, and he's had say on every draft pick they got. Luke Kuechly, Josh Norman, everyone. From what I heard, he makes all the personnel decisions on defense. He puts them in the right spot to make plays. Look at Kirk Coleman. He was a bum with us. He goes down there. He's a Pro Bowler. 7 interceptions a year. All this and that. That's because Sean McDermott is a defensive mastermind. I would like him as a head coach. There's a lot of places you can go. So it's not going to be. No one's getting hired next week. It's going to be a long search. But if Jeffrey Lurie, if you fuck this up, bro, it's on you. You know why I say you fuck this up? Because there's not many head coaches out there that are really good. And Chip Kelly, I wouldn't say he's the greatest coach ever, but what people need to realize is this. When you fire a coach like that, you better already have one on speed dial. For example, you want Sean McDermott, you want Adam Gase, you want John Gruden, you better have John Gruden on the phone like this. You better have Chip Kelly on one line over here, phone down. You better have Gruden on this line saying, yo, bro, we're about to fire Chip Kelly. Would you like to come in? I'll give you this much money. Let Gruden get back to you. He gets back to you. He says, yes, I will. You pick up the other phone and say, Chip, you're gone. Peace. Bye. Pick up your shit. Boom. Everything needs to be planned out like that because, look, I'm telling you, it's going to be tough to get a coach in here. No one wants to come coach this team, I'm telling you. Because, look, we have no quarterback. We have no offensive line. We have no wide receivers. And even if we kept Nick Foles, he's still not a good quarterback. No one wants to coach him. I mean, you got two available options coming up that I know that are big. The Giants are going to fire Tom Coughlin, so somebody's definitely going to want to go coach Odell Beckham and Eli Manning. The Titans are open. Young quarterback Mariota. Camera cut off. I had to delete a couple videos to get more footage. But so no one's going to want to come coach here. We don't have the shit. We don't have everyone in place. And coaches, they want to go somewhere. They want to succeed quickly, especially my Adam Gase, where he can just stay with the Chicago Bears and wait another year until another job opens up, or a Sean McDermott or somebody. But you got Mariota, a guy who has a hell of potential, and they want to go coach that. You got Eli Manning, a proven quarterback with Odell Beckham. You want to go coach that. I don't think anyone's really going to come here. So, Jeffrey Lurie, it's on you now, bro. You better not fuck this up because, look, we're going to look back on it and be like, all right, we couldn't get anybody because no one wants to come here. You better already have called people in advance saying, look, would you like to come have a job here? Because I don't know if the coaching pool is going to be big, but there's a lot of big names there we can get. As I said, Hugh Jackson, Adam Gase, Sean McDermott. I would like Josh McDaniels, but he's a goddamn head case. We see what he did with the Broncos. I do not want him. He's still immature, and I don't want him as a head coach. He could be a great head coach, but he doesn't know. He tries to be Bill Belichick, but Bill Belichick on steroids. You don't want that. But Lurie, you better not mess this up, man, because now you got to see who wants to come here and coach. We don't have all the scheme, all the talent, but I tell you what, if we get a defensive-minded head coach in here, this defense will be one of the best in the NFL. We have talent everywhere. On the front line, on the back, on the here, on the there. Everywhere on the team, we have defensive talent. Offense, we struggle. Because the quarterback's the question, the offensive line, the two guards, and Jason Peters, and the wide receivers. So that's the question. But the defense is good. It's just Billy Davis has not coached them in the right position. They are a good defense. I don't care what anyone has to say. They're great players in this league. It's just that they haven't been coached in the right position. So you bring a defensive mind in here, man. I mean, we could be one of the best defense, but you better bring in a good offensive coordinator along with that head coach who's a defensive mind. That's all I got to say. We'll get to it later. I mean, we're going overboard now. They're going to be doing a head coaching job for at least 2 or 3 months, figuring out who we're going to get. So we'll see what happens. All right, y'all. Go Birds. Like this video, subscribe, and comment below. I mean, I looked at it and I wanted it to happen, but I didn't because I looked at it from his first year. We were flawless. We were the best team. We were perfect. And then last year it started, going down. And it's not people figure out his system. It's that he's not coaching them well. That's why there's always false calls. Always holding calls, flags, penalties. It gave me a headache watching this team with all the shit that was miscued on offense. It gave me a damn headache. So that's why I'm happy we can be a more disciplined, civilized team that just goes out there, huddles up, boom, attacks, boom, attacks, boom, attacks. The no-huddle fast pace works. It's just they were not trained well to do it. So that's about it. Like this video, subscribe, and comment below. Let's go Birds. And I bet you $100 Chip Kelly's calling up the Titans right now asking about his boy Mariota. All right, y'all. Peace.